Hey there, my friend. It's Kevin here, and welcome to Talklish. This is your cozy corner for real, slow English practice. A place where you and I can just relax, listen, and learn together. Today, I want to share something special, something that might just change the way you Learn English forever. Did you know there are more than 1.5 billion people learning English right now? But here's the thing. Even with all those people, many still feel shy or stuck when they speak. Why? Because it's not just about memorizing grammar or passing tests. It's about feeling comfortable when real life happens. So, today, I'm taking on a little challenge. For the next month, I'm going to improve my own English skills by using only this podcast. And I want you to do it with me. So, why podcasts? Well, they're one of the most powerful tools you can use to build your English naturally. No stress, no pressure, just real words, real people, and real life. In this episode, I'll show you how to use podcasts to boost your vocabulary, train your listening, and speak with more confidence. If you've ever felt bored, or stuck, or just too busy, I promise you, this might be exactly what you need. Let's be real for a moment. Learning English can feel like climbing a mountain sometimes, right? You start full of energy. You buy a new textbook. Maybe you sign up for a class. You do a few exercises. But then, life gets busy. Your job, your family, your other studies. And suddenly, that new textbook is sitting on the shelf, collecting dust. Or maybe you open it again, and the words feel dry, boring, disconnected from your real life. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many learners tell me, Kevin, I know the rules. I know the grammar. But when it's time to speak, I freeze. I forget everything. It's not your fault. Traditional ways of learning often miss one big thing: real practice. You see, English is not just rules on a page. It's a living language, full of feelings and rhythm and real voices. When you don't hear real English spoken in real life, your brain doesn't know how to feel the language. So, we end up overthinking, translating word by word, and losing confidence to just speak. Another thing, sometimes learners don't have people to practice with. Maybe you live in a small town, or your friends don't speak English, or you feel shy, embarrassed about your accent. Hey, I've been there too. When I was learning, I felt so awkward talking to native speakers. My voice would shake. My mind would go blank. But here's the thing. The more I listened, the more I absorbed real phrases, real pronunciation, the less I had to translate, and the more I could think in English. So, how do we fix this? How do we make English feel more natural? Let's talk about podcasts. This is the little secret that many successful learners use, but don't always talk about. When you listen to a podcast like this one, you're giving your brain a gentle bath of English. Not just random words, but real sentences, spoken in a natural voice, with natural pauses and real emotion. It's different from reading a grammar book, because here you hear the music of the language, the rising and falling tones, the pauses, the stress. You don't just learn what to say, you learn how to say it and when. Let's break it down. Here are some things you can do with this podcast. 1. Listen more than once. Don't just listen one time and move on. Repeat it. The first time, just relax and enjoy. The second time, to try to catch new words. The third time, pause and repeat after me. That's called shadowing. It trains your mouth and your brain at the same time. 2. Write down 3 new phrases. Don't write down everything. Just 3 small phrases you like. Maybe it's sound familiar or let's be real. Phrases like these help you sound natural when you speak. 3. Use the phrases today. Don't keep them locked in your notebook. Use them. Say them to a friend. Mumble them to yourself while walking. Or record yourself speaking. Your brain needs to use the words to remember them. When you do this, you're turning a podcast into your own mini teacher. A teacher you can carry in your pocket, on the bus, in the kitchen, before bed. No expensive classes, no heavy books, just your ears, your voice, and a small daily habit. I remember when I first started listening to English podcasts. At first, it felt like noise. I could only catch a few words here and there. But after a week, my ears started picking up more. I stopped translating every word. I started feeling the meaning, not just the words. And the best part? I felt less nervous. I felt like English was not a scary monster anymore, but a friendly neighbor I could talk to. Slowly, step by step. Now, let me tell you about one of my favorite episodes here on Talklish. It's called Daily Small Talk Phrases. In that episode, we practiced simple, real-life phrases you can use every day. Phrases like, how's it going? Can I give you a hand? No worries. Take your time. Sounds simple, right? But these small phrases are what real conversations are made of. When you have them ready, you don't freeze. You smile. You speak. You feel human connection. I remember one learner, her name is Anna. She told me she listened to that episode every morning for 2 weeks. She shadowed every phrase. One day, she saw her neighbor outside. And for the first time, instead of just saying hi and running away, she said, hey, how's it going? Her neighbor smiled, and they talked for 5 minutes. It seems small, but for Anna, it was a huge step. That's the magic of small daily practice. So, if you haven't yet, go listen to Daily Small Talk Phrases, or pick any episode here that speaks to you. Listen slowly. Repeat to feel the flow, and trust yourself. So, my friend, remember this secret. Podcasts are not just background noise. They're a bridge to real-life English. They train your ear, your tongue, your brain. You don't need fancy tools or perfect grammar. You need small daily steps and a voice in your ear reminding you, you can do this. A little every day adds up to big change. Trust me, I've seen it over and over again. So, here's what I want you to do. Pick one episode from Talklish. Listen twice. Shadow your favorite phrases. Use them today, even if it's just to yourself. And when you're ready, come back here. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite podcast to practice English? What phrase did you love today? If you enjoyed this, subscribe to Talklish for more slow English, real phrases, and gentle practice. Together, we're going to make English feel easy, real, and truly yours. All right, deep breath in, deep breath out. This is Kevin from Talklish. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep growing. I'm so proud of you, and I'll see you in the next episode.